Good evening, everyone. So, how did you do? I was kind of being like, oh gosh, not again. Get this darn card. But it's true, if we're holding on to stuff or if we're judging harshly, um, it's really time to let that stuff go. And I'm sure that we as humanity, as a human race, as a country, um, we really need to start practicing forgiveness. Um, and I know that kind of sounds like a heady experience. My my personal path with forgiveness has gone through the traditional church's way of doing it, and it always felt very intellectual, heady, like, oh, okay, I forgive. And it was just this practice that we would do. And it didn't really feel, to me, it really didn't feel real. It didn't feel authentic. And it didn't turn out until several years later that I started to practice meditation on my own. I had no teaching, none whatsoever at that point in my life. I was just being a single mom needing a break and taking time out every morning to just sit in the silence before I'd have to get the kids up and ready for work. And it was in these moments of meditation that I started to feel this immense peace. I was just surrounded with immense peace. That's the best way I can describe it. And even though in the midst of all this, I was still dealing with an ex-partner and the challenges around that. But it was so weird that when I wasn't in meditation, I could point the fingers at him. I was so good at that. And when I would go into meditation, it was like, wow, there's no need to forgive. When I'm in this sense of peace, then it all made sense that even though on the outside, I could really point the finger and say, you're wrong, you did these things and those were bad and blah, 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 and get caught up in the story. And behind all of that, when I would get back into my meditation, as soon as I fell into or felt the envelope of peace all around me, I suddenly got it that, oh yeah, when I'm in this place of peace, there's no one to forgive. There's no need to forgive anyone. That's what I feel is true forgiveness. It's not a heady thing. It's not a should. Oh, I should do this because that makes me a better Christian or a better person. It's not that at all. It's when I access my own peace of mind and in heart and just feel the peace of this sacred space between me and my creator. When I'm in this place, I suddenly realize there's no one that I need to forgive. It's all beautiful. All of it. So I want your soul to really listen to this message right now. And yes, I know, I get it. There's a lot of stories that we can validate. This was wrong. This was how I was hurt. This is the damage of it. And yet, if you move away from that story, it's just an earthly experience. We are here on planet Earth, like being in a school. We're here to learn, and we're here to grow. And just like that book, that children's book that I put out April 17th, if you didn't see that, go back to Friday, April 17th in the evening. I read a story from The Little Soul in the Sun. It's powerful. And I don't want to run it for you if you haven't seen it. But it's just like that. And so for those of you who already have seen it and those who will go and visit it, I want you to just go ahead and close your eyes and let the truth of whatever I just shared with you resonate with that deeper part of your heart and soul. That's somewhere deep inside of you, beyond your personality, beyond your ego, beyond your head and your thinking mind. Drop down into your being, the part of you that is so much greater than your physical body. Go ahead and close your eyes and really begin to feel this expanded aspect of you. Let your breath be the tool that you use to go into this presence of being with. Now imagine that you're connecting with the light. Maybe it's the sunshine. Maybe it's a candle that's been lit. Maybe it's the light that you're beginning to see in your own mind's eye. I want you to connect with it with your breath as you breathe all the way in. Just let yourself receive it. You're letting yourself, you're giving yourself permission to not put anything between you and this divine light. Breathing in, allowing this light into your being. There's no judgment here. It's all peace. It's already peace. Now I want you to practice with the out breath. Practice letting those old stories go as if they just don't matter anymore. That on some level your soul, your spirit, has gained the wisdom that you needed to receive from those experiences, and you can just let the rest of it go. Practice this on your out breath. Notice as you let go and breathe out, notice how much lighter your body feels and how much more space there is for more light to live within you. And just hold the intention now that you're going to practice walking, living your life with more light in you. That at any moment, if you feel less than peace or slipping into judgment, that you can easily remind yourself to walk with this light, this inner peace, where there's no one to forgive, no need to forgive anyone or anything. Now gently begin to open your eyes in this experience, letting it be with you as you welcome the outer world once again. Okay, that is it for this evening. May you rest deeply and soundly as your head touches the pillow tonight. And may you wake with a new sense of lightness in your heart and in your body. All right. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.